Good afternoon, softball fans. Welcome to Trinity Softball Complex on the campus of Trinity College of Jacksonville as we're getting ready now for game number 2 between the TCJ Eagles and the Banyans from New College of Florida. Hello, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, able to grab the mic here for game number 2. And in case you missed it, New College took the opener 15-0 in 5 innings. The winning pitcher, Ebert, for New College of Florida. That was Danny Ebert. And she pitched 4 innings and allowed just 2 hits with 3 strikeouts. As New College, they were able to score 9 runs in the second inning and got 6 more in the 5th to win that game 15-0. The Banyans had 1 home run. Sydney Rich hit that home run. And now ready to pitch for Trinity College of Jacksonville, number 23 on the mound in the circle. That is Autumn Edie, who has a record of 1 win and 3 losses so far. This will be her 5th game started and 8th appearance. She has 2 complete games in 23 2/3 innings. Edie has totaled 51 hits, 51 runs, but only 37 of those earned. She has walked 18 and struck out 4. And getting ready to lead things off for the Banyans will be Jill Hallis. And game 2 is just moments away from beginning. We have some pretty good news from Orlando. Eagles baseball leads NAIA Cornerstone University 10-3 as the Eagles are batting in the bottom of the 7th, and they're threatening to add more. They have 2nd and 3rd with 2 outs and Tyson LaChapelle at the plate. Jill Hallis came into today's play hitting .385, no homers and 3 RBIs. And she is ready to lead off game number 2 against Autumn Edie. And here comes our first pitch from Edie. Bunt is shown. It's tapped right in front of the plate, picked up by Shaw, but in foul territory. And so that just goes down as strike 1. So 1 strike the count. Jill Hallis hustling down the line. And Edie winds and delivers and gets a strike called. So 2 quick strikes, and the count is 0-2. And here comes a 2-strike pitch, and this one is tapped foul. Hallis in game 1. 1 for 2 with a walk, an RBI, and a run scored. And 1-2 is popped up, headed toward foul territory, and that will land safely. And Hallis will return to the batter's box. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Autumn Edie in the circle for TCJ. And the pitch. That one got away from Edie and is in the dirt. One ball, 2 strikes. And Edie winds and delivers. And a high pop-up just behind the infield. Left fielder Carlin Payne will make the catch for the first out. And so 1 out with the bases empty. Caitlin Kohlenberg will step up. Kohlenberg had an RBI in game 1. Scored twice, was 1 for 4 officially. And a swing and a miss at a good sinking fastball from Autumn Edie. Kohlenberg came into today's play at hitting .378 with 4 RBIs. The one strike pitch is a hard chopper towards first, right at Kylie Duhigg, who steps on the bag. 2 quick outs by Autumn Edie. And now batting for the Banyans, Jamie Reinhardt. Bases are empty. And Edie ready, winds and delivers, and misses up and away. Samantha Suarez in the batter's box. Drove in 3 in game 1. She also scored 2. She was 2 for 4. And this pitch misses down and in. Ball, no strikes. And that one misses outside. That's ball 3, not 2. That was my mistake. So 3 balls, no strikes. And that time Suarez takes all the way. And the pitch is down the middle, so it's 3 balls and a strike. Baseball game is now in the 8th. Trinity leads 10-3. They're playing Cornerstone University. There's a ground ball, hits off Edie's glove, and the throw was late. Ellery McGatha made a great effort. That is a base hit for Samantha Suarez. And so with 2 outs, Suarez is aboard. The designated player, Gabriella Trinoski, at the plate. Trinoski came in hitting .250, 1 for 4 on the season. Suarez was hitting .258, entering play today. Now these numbers for the Banyans do not include game number 1. First pitch fouled off. No balls and a strike. Edie winds and delivers. And that one got the batter. So after 2 outs, an infield single and a hit batsman put 2 aboard. So 2 on, 2 out. And now batting is first baseman Jamie Reinhardt. And a pitch. This one popped foul the other way. Reinhardt came in hitting a robust .414, no homers, 3 RBIs. She has an RBI opportunity here for the Banyans to get on the board, but they do have 2 outs. And Edie winds and delivers and misses outside. Edie got the first 2 batters. And then an infield single and a hit batsman. Now the 1-1 right on the inside corner for strike 2. A fly ball to left, a ground out to first. The infield single to second base, and then a hit by a pitch. So ball and 2 strikes to Reinhardt. And there's a ground ball headed up the middle. McGatha will knock it down. She will not have a player. Runner trying to score to throw home. Shaw back to third. They have a runner in a pickle, and a tag will be applied by the pitcher, Autumn Edie. 4-2. 5-1 on the putout at home. It will be an infield single for the batter, and then the out at home plate. So the Eagles do not allow the run, and they will come to bat for the first time in a scoreless tie. Bottom of the first, Eagles come to bat for the first time, and here's a batting order that TCJ will put up. Carlin Payne in left, Alonda Galinda Diaz in center, Piper Young the DP, Callie Dunn is at third, Kylie Duhigg is at first, Ellery McGath is at second, Peyton Flint is in right, Madison Whitmire the shortstop, Ashley Shaw the catcher, and the flex player is the pitcher Autumn Eady. They're facing Isabella Yazzetti. We'll give you her numbers in a moment. The ace of the Banyan staff. The first pitch to Payne is in the dirt. 5 wins, no losses. This is her 7th start and 8th appearance overall with a 0.58 ERA. 1 ball, no strikes, and a swing and a miss at a good fastball in the outside corner. Yazzetti in 36 innings has allowed 19 hits, 9 runs, but only 3 of those earned. She has walked 12 and struck out 27. Payne pops this one up, foul territory, and the catch will be made by the third baseman Samantha Suarez for the first out. Carlin Payne hitting .281 before that at bat. And that'll bring up center fielder Alonda Galinda Diaz, who was hitting .185, 2 RBIs. She made a diving catch in the 5th inning of game 1, and a hot shot and snared by the first baseman, Jamie Reinhardt. She did the right thing, not sure if it would be called a catch or if the ball had hit the ground, but she steps on the bag, and that will go down as a ground ball, unassisted out at first base. And a pitch is a strike to Piper Young. In game 1, she was 1 for 2 as a hitter. And a high fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Count is 1-1. And a changeup. Young did not bite. Piper Young hit an even .300 with a home run and 6 runs driven in. Here's a 2-1. She taps one towards Reinhardt at first. That's a fair ball, and Reinhardt will step on the bag to retire the side. Eagles hit the ball hard a couple of times, but get nothing to show for it. And after 1, we have no score. Top of the second. Karina Lewis, Madison Garcia, Ashlyn Sentner, the hitters for the Banyans. Facing Autumn Eady. And the first pitch of the second inning is down low. The second inning is where the Banyans broke game 1 open with a 9-run rally. Lewis was 1 for 4 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. And she takes a strike right at the knees. And a ball and a strike. Eady takes a long look in. Beautiful Friday afternoon here on the west side of Jacksonville. High fly ball, left field. Payne going back. The wind is taking it over her head and up against the fence. And that will be a leadoff double for Karina Lewis. There's not much of a breeze, but it was enough to pull the ball away from Carlin Payne, who does a nice job in left field, but she just couldn't catch up to that one. And so a leadoff double for the Banyans. Brings up Madison Garcia. And Garcia did not bat in game number 1. She comes in hitting .333, 3 for 9 on the season. Tried to bunt, went over the top of it, and that's strike 1. The ball in the dirt. Karina Lewis at second base came in hitting .361. And a pitch low and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. So the count 1-0, or check that 1-1. Lewis at second. Garcia swings over the top of one that was down in the dirt. So the count is 1-2. Ashlyn Sentner, and then the rest of the batting order, Kelsey Harper, and then the top of the order for the Banyans. Line drive towards short and caught. Eagles shortstop Madison Whitmire goes to her knees, might have had the sun in her eyes, fooled her just a bit, but she stayed with it and made the catch. So 1 out with the runner at second. Ashlyn Sentner at the plate. Left-hand hitter. She's the center fielder. Squares around the bunt and takes one high and tight and just did duck out of the way. Sentner, 200 coming in. 5 out of 12 with a couple of RBIs. 1 ball, no strikes. And the 1-0, another bunt attempt, and this one is up and away. Well, Cornerstone is batting in the 8th against Trinity College. They've trimmed the lead down to 5 at 10-5. Jacob Brigman, 6 2/3, 3 unearned runs. He's now off the mound. 2 balls, no strikes. And this one misses down low for ball 3. And Cornerstone has just picked up another run. It is 10-6 in the 8th inning. There are 2 outs. This one tails low and away. That's ball 4, and the Banyans have 2 aboard with 1 out. And coming up is the shortstop, Kelsey Harper. Nothing out of 3 in game 1, but she drove in a run and scored a run. Harper comes in at .378 entering play today. Drops down the bunt, and it hits off her foot. And so that is a foul ball for strike 1. Harper, no homers, 8 RBIs. On base percentage, a very nice .410. 2 Banyans aboard with 1 out. Harper squared on the first pitch. Does not square around this time and takes a strike on the outer half. So Edie ahead, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. There's a hot shot, caught. They're going to throw to second, get the double play back to first. There was already an out, or that might have been a triple play. Now the question is, did they call that a catch? If so, that would be a double play because they got the out at second base, and that is the call. A line drive to third And a catch made by Callie Dunn, and she rockets one towards Ellery McGatha at second to double off the runner. And we're going to have a conference. Coach Cheyenne Nunez asking just to make sure. And the Eagles looking like they were ready to turn a triple play, but they already had an out. So we go to the bottom of the second, and we have no score. Eagles come to bat in the bottom of the second of a scoreless tie. Hard line drive right at Callie Dunn. She caught the ball in the air and was able to double the runner off second base. And Callie Dunn will step to the plate to lead off the bottom of the second. Dunn is hitting .269, 1 homer, 4 RBIs. Facing Isabella Yazzetti, and the first pitch from Yazzetti is low and outside. Well, Eagles baseball got out of that 8th inning, but Cornerstone trimmed the lead down to 10-6. It was 10-1. So the Eagles are coming to bat in the bottom of the 8th. Dunn smacks one foul and out of play. Jacob Burke and Dominic Gattinella have each driven in 2 runs for the Eagles. Logan McGann, Gadriel Burgos, and Larson Lott each have an RBI as well. McGann is 3 for 5. He's also scored twice. Swing and a miss. Good hard fastball on the inner half. And Dunn is down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2. Change up, but Dunn did not bite. The pitch was down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. After Dunn, it's Kylie Duhigg and Ellery McGatha. Swing and a miss. Good fastball right by the hitter. So 1 out, bases empty for Kylie Duhigg. Nothing out of 2 in game number 1. Duhigg is hitting .192 with a home run and 5 RBIs. Yazzetti, 0.58 ERA. 5 wins, no losses. And the first pitch fastball is up high. 1 ball, no strikes. Duhigg has some pop. She hits a good number of doubles as well. And this one is up and away. That's ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes to Kylie Duhigg. And right back to the box off Yazzetti. The throw to first is in time. A nice rebound by second baseman Caitlin Kohlenberg. After the ball hit off Yazzetti's glove, Kohlenberg did what she had to do, charged in, and made a good throw to first. So with 2 outs and the base is empty, Ellery McGatha will step in. McGatha's hitting .280. 4 RBIs, and she takes a good fastball right down the middle. McGatha did not bat in game number 1. And a changeup dips down low. A ball and a strike. strikeout and a ground out. The inning summary. And McGath in there with a count of 1-1. And another blazing fastball by Yazzetti. That's strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Peyton Flint waiting to hit. She's on deck. And the pitch from Yazzetti misses low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases empty. We're in the bottom of the second. New College won the first game, 15-zip in 5 innings. There's a looping line drive and a base hit for Ellery McGatha. So a 2-out single, the Eagles have a base runner. And that will bring up right fielder Peyton Flint. In game number 1, nothing out of 1. On the season, Flint hitting 2 for 15. And the first pitch, fastball. Looked good from here, but called outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Beautiful Friday afternoon, upper 70s, partly cloudy, and that's keeping the sun from beating down on us. And gentle breeze. It is gorgeous out here. Swing and a good foul ball to the left side. Evens a count at 1-1. Two outs. Ellery McGatha at first. She's singled. Yazzetti delivers. And a strike called on the outer half. A ball and 2 strikes. And that one misses down and away to even things up. Isabella Yazzetti, a freshman from Parrish Community High School in Parrish, Florida. Two balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch. Ball 3 is high and tight. Count is full. McGatha should be off as soon as the ball leaves the pitcher's hands. There goes McGatha, swing and a miss, and that will retire the side. Eagles get a 2-out single, but nothing else. After 2, we have no score. We'll be right back. Top of the third and top of the order for the Banyans. Jill Hallis, Caitlin Kohlenberg, and Samantha Suarez. Facing Autumn Edie, who's gotten into and out of trouble a couple of times. She's made some good pitches, and she's gotten some nice defense. We've had an out at the plate, and we've had a line drive double play. Both of those plays ended innings. Out at the plate ended the first. The double play ended the second. Hallis at the plate. Shows bunt, drops it down. Shaw will not have a play. That's an infield single by Hallis, who was hustling, and they're going to put a tag on, but the umpire says there was no turn towards second base. Can't fault the Eagles' defense, but Hallis did it right, so she's aboard. And a bunt single. That brings up Caitlin Kohlenberg. Nothing out of 1 so far. So we'll we'll see what Hallis has in mind. Not going on the first pitch. Jill Hallis is 7 for 8 entering play today. And in fact, the Banyans, as they started play earlier today, 58 for 62. They can run the base paths. One strike, Hallis bluffs. There's a line drive, well hit towards center, and it's run down and caught by the center fielder, Alondra Galinda Diaz, who does a really nice job in center field. She can track them down, and she made some diving catches several times this season. That ball was well hit. So 1 out. Samantha Suarez at the plate. 1 out with Hallis at first. Again, she bluffs, and she gets a really good lead. Gets herself a few steps, trying to draw a throw from Shaw. But the senior, Ashley Shaw, well experienced behind the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, not going. And this one right on the outside corner to even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. The baseball game has gone to the 9th. TCJ leads Cornerstone University 10-6. Rishawn Amaro on the mound for the Eagles. The 1-1 and a high fastball misses upstairs for ball 2. Not a save situation for Amaro, but let's see if he can put Cornerstone away and get the Eagles a win. Jacob Brigman, 6 2/3, 3 unearned runs. He would be the winner. The 2-1, hot shot into left, right at Payne, and she keeps the ball in front of her, gets it back in, but that is a base hit, the second hit of the inning for the Banyans. And that will bring up Gabriella Trinaski. Trinaski hit by a pitch her first time up. 2 on, 1 out. Autumn Edie ready in the circle. Shakes off a couple of signs. Gets one she likes, winds and delivers, and misses up and in. So 1 ball, no strikes. One out, 2 on. Edie delivers and gets a strike on the inner half. Counts 1-1. Edie winds and delivers and misses high. That is ball 2. Eagles baseball needs just 2 more outs. Ground ball back to the pitcher. So Amaro trying to shut the door on Cornerstone University. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch. There's a ground ball in the hole, snared, flipped to third, and it gets away. The runner will score. Everybody else will also advance, and it is 1-0 Banyans. Fielder's choice and an error on the shortstop, allowing the run to score. 1 run is in. And time called as Ashley Shaw will head out to the mound. Eagles had the out at third, but the wild throw allowed everybody to be safe and everyone to advance. And so we'll have runners at second and third with just 1 out. Banyans have a door opened up. And the batter is Jamie Reinhardt. Had a base hit her first time up. Digs in. Corner infielders in to try to cut the run down at the plate. One in the dirt, but blocked by Shaw. 1 ball, no strikes. Counts 1-0. First base is open, and the pitch is up and in for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. And a long look by Edie. And the pitch. Strike called on the inside corner. Counts 2-1. Duhigg at first. Dunn at third, both in tight. The 2-1 from Edie in the dirt, and a nice block by Shaw, keeping everybody at bay. That is ball 3. Now, ball 4 is not the worst thing. It would set up a potential force at the plate. First base is open. But the way the Banyans swing the bat, you don't want to give them free base runners. Counts 3-1. That is ball 4. The bases are loaded. That brings up Karina Lewis, the right fielder. There's a Banyan on every base. Edie's first pitch to Lewis is low. Nowhere to put her. Lewis 1 for 1 so far. Edie with the 1-0. And a good tailing fastball back over the inner half of the plate. Edie has some good movement on her fastball today. Counts evened up at 1-1. 1 run is in, 3 runners aboard, 1 out, and the 1-1. High and tight, that's ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Edie a long look in. And now ready. The 2-1 on the way. High fly ball left field. Payne will make the catch. A run will score on the sacrifice fly. And there are 2 away. Both runs so far unearned, but they're on the board. The Banyans lead 2-0. And baseball team needs just 1 more out, as Rishan Amaro will try to finish it up and preserve the win for Jacob Brigman. 2 on, 2 out, 2 runs are in. Now batting is Madison Garcia. And Edie's pitch right on the inside corner. 0-1. And a 1-strike pitch from Edie. Hot shot into center field, a base hit, a run will score. The ball gets by, 2 runs will score. Here's a batter on her way to third. That will be an RBI single, an error on the center fielder, 1 RBI, and the second run scoring on the error. And the batter Garcia gets all the way to third base. So it is 4-0 Banyans. Ashlyn Sentner now in the batter's box for New College of Florida. Very well hit ball, but then the bobble in center field allowed an extra run to score. All 4 runs in this inning unearned. Sentner takes the first pitch low and outside. Time called, just a little uniform adjustment. And now we're ready. Baseball has defeated Cornerstone University 10-6. As strike call, the snap throw to third, unnecessary to do that with 2 outs. And besides, Dunn well in front of the bag, had no chance. So Jacob Brigman, the winning pitcher for the baseball team, allowed just 2 hits in 6 2/3 innings, 3 unearned runs, 4 walks, and 9 strikeouts. And that one misses low and outside. 2 balls and a strike. Trey Rosado, Andrew Moeller, and Rishan Amaro finish things up on the mound. No save for Amaro, but he did stop Cornerstone in the 9th. Here's a 2-1 in the dirt. A run will score, and it is 5-0. That will be a wild pitch charged to Autumn Edie. So the Bandians had a 9-run second in game 1 and then a 6-run 5th, and now it is a 5-run third. Time called. The Eagles infielders will have a conference in the circle. Logan McGann, 3 for 6 in that game with an RBI and 2 runs scored. Cooper Scruggs had a couple of hits and a pair of walks. Jacob Burke drove in 2. He was 2 for 3, also scored a run. And Dominic Gattinella, 2 for 4, 2 runs scored and 2 driven in. So the Eagles offense down in Orlando scoring 10 runs against NAIA Cornerstone University. They will play twice tomorrow. That is the annual Russ Matt Invitational. Bases are empty, 5 runs are in, 2 balls and a strike. Edie winds and delivers, and a ground ball, and there will be no throw. Whitmire made the stop, but had no play. And so a runner at first with 2 outs. Sentner with that base hit. Now batting Kelsey Harper. And a pitch on the way is in the dirt. Runners going to throw. Is not in time. Two balls, no strikes. Kelsey Harper, RBI opportunity, pulls one hard, foul, right at her coach. Head coach is Corbin Weeks. He is unavailable today. Assistant coaches are Cheyenne Nunez and Holly Cunningham. Mandy Sherman, the pitching coach. And the student assistant of New College softball, Delani Navarro. And the sports information director, Mr. Aaron Gershon. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch, and this one misses outside. That is ball 3. Three balls and a strike. And another hard foul ball right at the feet of the third base coach. And the count remains 3-2. Infield single, a line out, a single, and fielder's choice, wild throw, a walk, a sac fly, single, wild pitch, infield single, and a stolen base. The Bandians have scored 5 times. There's a ground ball foul down the left field line. And so 3-ball, 2-strike count once again. New College of Florida with the win in game one, 15-1 on the season. I'm just going to guess they are leading the NAIA Sun Conference. They're undefeated in conference play, 3 wins, no losses. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Edie winds and delivers. And misses inside for ball 4. So 2 on, nobody out. Or check that, 2 outs. And the top of the order, left fielder Jill Hallis at the plate. 1 for 2. In fact, she bunted her way aboard to start this inning. Two on, 2 out, and the pitch to Hallis. That one hits off of Shaw's glove. No, it hit off Hallis first, and so that'll be a hit batsman. It hit off the batter, then Shaw's glove, and so the bases will be loaded with 2 outs. And now Caitlin Kohlenberg at the plate with a big RBI opportunity. 5 runs have scored. And Kohlenberg with the bases loaded. New College of Florida in Sarasota, Florida. And this one pulled foul. With the win today, they are leading the all-time series 5-1 over TCJ. 1 strike after the first pitch pulled foul. Edie delivers and misses down low, blocked by Shaw. A ball and a strike. Autumn Edie ready with the 1-1. And that one down low for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. There are 2 outs. Cole, nothing out of 2 so far. Kohlenberg, that is. The 2-1. And that one hit really hard and nearly got the runner at third, Ashlyn Sentner, and she just did jump out of the way. Banians are getting some good swings at Edie, but they've been out in front. And so 2 balls and a strike. Make that 2-2. And the pitch from Edie. Line drive right at Whitmire, and she makes the catch to retire the side. 5 unearned runs, 3 left, and we go to the bottom of the third. It's 5-0 New College of Florida. Bottom of the third. And TCJ coming to bat. Madison Whitmire, Ashley Shaw, and Carlin Payne, the scheduled hitters, facing Isabella Yazzetti. Yazzetti, the ace of the staff, the freshman. And the first pitch is right down the middle. Yazzetti, 2 innings, just 1 hit. And a swing and a miss. Madison Whitmire in the batter's box for the Eagles. Looking for her first hit of the season, nothing out of 11. She has drawn a walk and takes this one upstairs. Whitmire, nothing out of 1 in game 1. And takes a fastball low and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yazzetti winds and delivers. And a fastball by the hitter for strike 3. 1 out for the catcher, Ashley Shaw. And Shaw comes in with 5 RBIs, hitting .333. 10 out of 30 on the season, a couple of walks. Nothing out of 2 in game 1, but you hit the ball pretty sharply. Takes the first pitch, fastball. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a line drive into center field. That's down for a base hit. Second hit for TCJ, and it comes with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd and brings up the top of the order, left fielder Carlin Payne. After today, TCJ will go back to Viera, Florida, the Space Coast Complex. On Wednesday the 11th, they will play Bloomfield College and Lourdes College. Payne takes the first pitch outside. Wednesday at 11 a.m. against Bloomfield. That's a USCAA team. And immediately afterward against Lourdes, an NAIA opponent. And that one just misses the outside corner. That's ball 2. Eagles will have a South Region matchup, a doubleheader at Fort Lauderdale on Friday the 13th. And a high fastball is ball 3. After this next pitch, we'll let you know what the Banyans have on tap following today's doubleheader here. That is ball 4. The runner was going, but it will go down as a walk, and the Eagles have 2 on with 1 out. New College of Florida will be home against Montreat College, a doubleheader beginning at 1 p.m. on Wednesday, March 11th, and then they have a tough one against Southeastern University. That's also a home single game on Friday, March 13th at 3 p.m., and then a doubleheader against the Southeastern University Fire beginning at 1 p.m. on March 14th. Then they will play at Space Coast for their next 4 ball games between March 18th and 19th. GoMightyBanyans.com and TrinityEagles.com will give you the information for your favorite team. Shaw's at second, Payne's at first. Both run really well. And Alondra Galinda Diaz in the batter's box, and she takes the first pitch low. 1 ball, no strikes. Yazzetti doesn't walk many hitters. There's a tapper off the pitcher's glove. The play will not be made, and the bases are loaded. That's going down as an error on the pitcher to allow Galinda Diaz to reach. Time called as we'll have a conference in the circle. The Eagles are threatening. There is 1 out, and Piper Young is the next hitter. Of course, Coach Rob Blackmer in his 2nd season here at TCJ will have a chance to talk to his hitter and his 3 base runners. Eagles have a rally going. And again, that went down as an error on the pitcher, on the bobble. Eagles are threatening. There is one out. Inning started with a strikeout, and then Shaw singled into center. Payne walked, and then the bobble loaded up the bases. Piper Young, a chance to drive in some runs, and she gets a good swing and fouls the first pitch off to the right side. No balls and a strike. And Yazzetti may have just thrown her hardest pitch of the day, reaching back for something extra. Big opportunity for Young and the Eagles. One strike, the count, and a high pop foul in the net makes it 0-2. Callie Dunn waits on deck. No balls, 2 strikes to Piper Young, the senior, Jacksonville native. And Yazzetti delivers. Change up, but Young did not bite. Young being a well-experienced pitcher herself. And she takes it for ball 1. So the count's 1-2. And the pitch. There's a tapper. They're going to come to the plate, and the throw is made in time. A fielder's choice for out number 2. Reinhardt, the first baseman, playing in, got the out at the plate. That's the second out at the plate we've had in this ball game, 1 turn by each team. So the Eagles so far have come up empty, but Callie Dunn will try to change it right now. There are 2 outs. Callie Dunn, nothing out of 1 so far. Big swing, but a little tardy, and she fouled it off. She hit that one hard, but unfortunately for her and the Eagles, a little bit late. No balls and a strike. And Yazzetti delivers. There's a drive into center field, a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes Galindo Diaz, and that's a 2-run single for Callie Dunn. The Eagles are on the board for the first time today. Dunn waited back on the changeup and lined it hard into center field to drive in a pair. Both runs are unearned, but they count. In fact, all 7 runs in this game are unearned. 5-2 in favor of the Banyans. Duhigg trying to drive in another one for the Eagles. Young at second. She runs very well and got a really good lead, but the pitch is down low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch is upstairs. That's ball 2. Excellent piece of hitting by Callie Dunn, waiting back on the changeup and driving in 2 runs. Duhigg trying to pull the Eagles a little bit closer. The 2-0. Line drive, but it's going to be caught on the leap. A really nice play by Caitlin Kohlenberg. She had to leave her feet. That would have certainly scored 1, possibly 2, but Kohlenberg says 0. Eagles get 2 and leave 2. After 3, it's 5-2 Banyans. Eagles threatened and hit the ball well in the bottom of the third. They got 2 runs, and Caitlin Kohlenberg kept them from getting more on a really nice leaping catch in the second base hole. Kylie Duhigg hit the daylights out of it, but nothing to show for it. So tough break for Duhigg. And the Banians will come to bat leading 5-2 in the fourth. And a first pitch fastball on the inside corner. No balls and a strike. And the pitch is tapped foul. Samantha Suarez at the plate, 2 for 2 already. The Banians looking for the sweep. Eagles trying to earn a split. It's 5-2 in the fourth. Swing and a foul tap. Now, Autumn Edie's done a nice job. All 5 runs unearned. She's allowed 7 hits. She has walked 3, has not struck out a Banian batter. But a few miscues an inning ago led to 5 runs, and that one pulled foul. No balls and 2 strikes. In case you missed it, Eagles baseball defeated Cornerstone University 10-6 in their first game of the Russ Matt Invitational. They will play twice tomorrow. Dort is 1, and their second one kind of slips my mind for a moment. See if we can get that information. Cornerstone from Michigan. Dort University and Northwestern, both from Iowa, are the opponents tomorrow. And that one pulled foul. I don't know if that is Coach Cheyenne Nunez or Holly Cunningham at third base, but she needs to put some shin guards on because her batters keep going right at her legs no matter where she stands. So, Coach, you might want to grab the backup shin guards from the catcher's bag. The 1-2, change up just a bit outside. Edie wanted the call, but it did miss. We get a great look of it from back here. My view almost exactly the same as yours. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Edie winds and delivers. And a tapper. And that one will be caught. I honestly thought that ball chopped off the plate, but it did not. It was just a pop-up to Callie Dunn, who was standing on top of third base. So 1 out. That's why I said a chopper. I thought the ball hit off the plate. Edie ready, and the pitch. Line drive, center field. That ball tailed away, but it was well struck by Gabriella Trinoski, and she has herself a 1-out double. No chance at all for Alondra Galinda Diaz. That ball was hit well over her head, and the spin on it just kept it slicing away from her. So a 1-out double for Trinoski. And Jamie Reinhart in the batter's box. 1 out, runner at second. Hit number 8 for the Banians. Autumn Edie takes a good look in and delivers. And misses low and outside. Autumn Edie, a freshman from Griffin, Georgia, product of Spalding High School. Joining us here at TCJ. And a changeup in there for a strike. A pop up to third and then a double to straightaway center. And Reinhart will try to drive in a run. She is 1 for 1 today. Here's a 1-1. And that one's low and outside for ball 2. Eagles will have McGatha, Flint, and Whitmire due up in the bottom of the 4th. 2 balls and a strike. And a line drive, well hit into right. Flint will knock it down, but a run will score. She will hold Reinhardt to a single. However, Chernosky comes all the way around and makes it a 6-2 game. Nice job by Flint. She had to leave her feet to keep that ball in front of her and hold Reinhardt to a single. Now, out of the 8 runs on the board, 6 for New College, 2 for Trinity, that's the first one that's earned. Karina Lewis, the right fielder, at the plate. 1 for 1 with an RBI. And this one popped foul and out of play to the left side. That's some darker clouds off in the distance down the left field line. Hopefully they'll stay off in the distance. Some bright sunshine peeking through the clouds. It's been beautiful out here all day. No balls and a strike. Edie delivers. Strike 2 on the inside corner. Lewis looked like she didn't care for the call, but it's 0-2. So 2 strikes, Reinhardt at first. And a pitch. That one's roped into the gap. That's going to get down for a hit. Flint will throw to second. Nobody there. They had a chance, so that will be a double for Karina Lewis. One run is in. Runners are at second and third with 1 out. And now batting is the catcher, Madison Garcia. She is 1 for 2, and she's driven in a pair. RBI opportunity. Duhigg at first, Dunn at third. They're in front of the bags. Edie delivers and misses up and away. The ball gets by Shaw. Edie will cover, and the throw is a little bit late, and that'll be a passed ball on the catcher. For the moment, that run unearned, depending on what happens rest of the inning. It is now 7-2 in favor of New College of Florida. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch is pulled hard and foul. That one not quite at the coach, a little bit behind her. A ball and a strike. I want to congratulate both our women's and men's basketball teams on terrific seasons they had. There's a 1-1, and this one pulled foul. Men's basketball made it to the South Region Championship, but fell by 10 points to Bob Jones University. And women's basketball finished the regular season ranked number 9 in the country and fell to Bob Jones University in the tournament semifinal. But 2 really good basketball seasons. High fly ball, pulled foul and out of play. That one went into the Trinity Christian Academy football bleachers, which is right down the left field line. A ball and 2 strikes. Of course, women's soccer made it to the national semifinal game and lost to Bob Jones University. Something about the postseason against Bob Jones. One day we're going to figure that out. That one was the hardest hit ball we've seen in this game, and it was foul and may have gotten a piece of somebody in the Eagles dugout. Hopefully everybody's all right. Might have gotten Coach Blackmer. And Coach says he's okay. And we're very thankful for that. So it's 1-2. 2 runs are in. 1 out. Runner at third. Edie delivers. And this one pulled foul down the left field line. Stays in play. And the count remains 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And we're told the ball did not hit anybody in the dugout. That's a good thing. It hit off one of the posts coming up from the fence to the ceiling. So the count's 1-2. Edie delivers. And another one pulled foul. I'd like to see Autumn slow it down and try to get a changeup past the hitter. This is Madison Garcia, who's seen a whole lot of pitches in this at-bat. I lost count, but I'm thinking 5 in a row pulled foul. One, two. And Edie's pitch. This one is fair. Ticks off the inside of the bag, drives in a run. And then Garcia has herself a double, and that's going to change the run on the pass ball to an earned run, and it is now 8-2. As that run would have scored on the double down the left field line. So scorekeepers, if you're wondering whether or not to count a run as earned, ask yourself, would the run have scored without the error or the pass ball? And nobody covering third. That will be a stolen base for Madison Garcia. And so a runner at third with now 1 out. And that's why I say when that happens, the run is unearned pending what happens the rest of the way. 1 ball, no strikes. And a fastball is a little bit high. Makes the count 2-0. One out, 3 runs have scored. Edie delivers and misses up and in. Autumn Edie is about to throw her 90th pitch. Or softball, much more of a natural motion than baseball. So it's not as big a toll on the arm as it is for a baseball pitcher. 3 balls, no strikes. And ball 4 is actually behind the hitter. And so Ashlyn Edner will trot on down to first, and she's going to take off and steal second base. So she walks and then steals second base. So very heads-up base running. Edie winds and delivers and misses low and inside to Kelsey Harper, the shortstop. Harper nothing out of 1. And she takes one outside for ball 2. Ellery McGatha calls time, wants to try to calm down Autumn Edie. McGatha, very athletic, plays softball, plays volleyball here at TCJ. So does Ashley Shaw. She is a member of both squads. So 2 balls, no strikes. And Edie is now ready. Toes the rubber and delivers. High fly ball, center field, on its way back, and it is gone. That's a 3-run homer for Kelsey Harper, and the Banyans have broken it open. They lead now 11-2. Second home run of the afternoon for the Banyans. And ready to swing will be Jill Hallis, the left fielder. Coach Blackmer is calling time, and it looks like we will have a pitching change. Peyton Flint is coming in from center field. And Piper Young, the DP, is heading out to the outfield. So it looks like Flint is going to take over for Autumn Edie. And we'll let you know for sure when we come back. We'll be right back. All right, so it's not a pitching change. It's just Piper Young going into right field and Peyton Flint coming in probably to warm up. She is now officially the designated player. And a strike called to the batter, Jill Hallis, who is 1 for 2. And this is a fly ball into left field. Carlin Payne will camp under it and make the catch, and there are 2 away. 3-run homer by Kelsey Harper made it 11-0. So the Banyans have scored 6 times in the top of the 4th. Kelsey Harper, her first home run of the season. She came in with 9 RBIs. Again, these numbers do not include game number 1. 2 outs, bases empty. And the pitch. That one will hit the batter. And Kohlenberg is aboard at first. So 2 outs with the runner at first. And Samantha Suarez at the plate. And it looks like we had a pinch runner head over to first. Tell you who that is in just a moment. Ariana Thomason is the runner at first. In fact, Thomason was the pinch hitter. I apologize for not noticing that. We were checking on the defensive changes for the Eagles. That's a wild pitch that will allow Thomason to take second base. So Ariana Thomason, who came in at 417, hit by the pitch, and then advances on a pitch in the dirt. So 2 balls, no strikes. There's a line drive into left. Carlin Payne makes the catch. That ball had some top spin and nearly dipped down too low, but Payne, very well experienced in the outfield, made the play. 6 runs, 1 left. Bottom of the 4th coming up, 11-2 Banyans. Bottom of the fourth, we'll tell you about a few Banyan changes in a moment as the first pitch from Isabella Yazzetti is in the dirt to Ellery Magatha. Evelyn DePiro is now in left field, batting in the number 1 hole in place of Jill Hollis, as that one misses low and inside. Hannah Halton has taken over for Karina Lewis, and she'll be in the number 6 hole. 2 balls, no strikes. And then Ariana Thomason stays in the game. There's a ground ball, and that's going to be a base hit into right field. Ellery Magatha with her second hit of the day, and the Eagles have a leadoff single. Tough play for Thomason, who's now at second base. She got the tip of her glove on it, but it was out of her reach, and a base hit for Ellery Magatha. Peyton Flint now at the plate. She was the DP, or the right fielder. She's now the DP. Magatha at first, and the pitch. Flint shows bunt, and takes a pitch low and outside. Reinhardt in front of the bag at first. And the pitch. There's a ground ball back to the box. And Yazzetti dropped it, so that took away a chance at a force at second, but it looked like she was going to first anyway. It'll just go down as a 1-3 putout, advancing Ellery Magatha into scoring position. And Madison Whitmire at the plate for the Eagles. Nothing out of 1 so far. Chance now to drive in a run. Magatha runs at second base. Decent speed. The first pitch low and inside. Magatha is 1 for 1 in stolen base attempts, but trailing by 9, they're not going to chance anything. And Whitmire showed bunt, pulled it back, and took a strike on the outer half. So a ball and a strike, 1 out. 11-2 the score. Eagles got their runs in the bottom of the third. And a fastball misses low and outside, and the count is 2 balls and a strike. Magatha led off with a base hit, advanced to second on a ground ball back to the box. A check swing, and Whitmire held up in time as a pitch missed low for ball 3. Three balls and a strike. And Yazzetti delivers, and a good swing, a little late, but got a piece of it. And it's 3-2. Ashley Shaw waits on deck. Full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. Ball 4. Good at bat by Madison Whitmire. Followed off a couple of tough 2-strike pitches and drew the walk. So 2 on with 1 out for Ashley Shaw, who had a base hit. A nice line drive into center her first time up. A chance now for Shaw to drive in a run, and time called, and it looks like we will have a new pitcher head to the circle for the Banyans. And heading out there will be Sydney Rich. So we'll pause for a moment and we'll tell you a little more about Rich in just the new pitcher, Sydney Rich, a sophomore from Lady Lake, Florida, the Villages Charter High School. Now in the circle. She will make her 6th appearance. All of them in relief. Or check that, she has started twice. She has won 4 games, lost none, 1 complete game. In 21 total innings, Rich has allowed 13 hits, 6 runs, 4 of them earned. She has walked 7 and struck out 17. She will inherit runners at first and second with 1 out and Ashley Shaw at the plate. Isabella Yazzetti, 3 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 unearned runs, but she is responsible for the runners on base. She walked 2 and struck out 3. First pitch to Shaw, line drive toward the gap. That ball is going to be caught. McGatha will tag. She will head to third. A fantastic catch in center field by Ashlyn Sentner, robbing Ashley Shaw of at least 1 RBI and extra bases. Eagles are hitting the ball well, but the Banians are playing fantastic defense. McGatha, aware, got back to the bag, tagged up, and got to third base. So 2 outs for Carlin Payne. Looked like the Eagles were going to get at least 1. And a first pitch fastball is up and away. Shaw hit one on the button, but a diving catch in center field by Sentner. Payne, nothing out of 1. And misses outside. Or check that, got the outside corner, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Sentner got a great ovation from her teammates on the field and in the dugout. A ball and a strike to Carlin Payne. And that one misses up and away. Payne has scored a run. She drew a walk in the 3rd inning and ended up crossing the plate. Takes one downstairs. It's 3 balls and a strike. And a tapper back to the box, and Rich does a nice job. Got some defensive help, but kept both Eagles on the base pad. So after 4, it's 11-2 Banians. We go to the 5th. The Eagles will send Peyton Flint in the circle to start the 5th inning. Banians lead it 11-2. And And they will send up a new batter to the plate. Wearing number 33, Kira McDonough will bat for Gabriella Trinaski. Kira McDonough batting .375, 6 out of 16. All right, for the Eagles, we have a new center fielder. Piper Young has gone from right to left. Carlin Payne has gone from left to center. And Ellery McGatha has gone from second base to right field. And Peyton Flint is in the circle. And Autumn Edie, the flex player, will now be at first base for the Eagles. So just defensive changes. The batting order will remain the same. Autumn Edie at first base. Peyton Flint now doing the pitching. Piper Young has gone to left. Carlin Payne has gone to center. And Alondra Galindo Diaz will now be the designated player. And Flint's first pitch to Kira McDonough is down low for ball one. McDonough 6 out of 16 on the season. 2 home runs and a chopper into left field, a base hit. Whitmire looking like she had a play, but the ball just took a nosedive on her, so that will be a leadoff single. Hannah Halton will get her first at-bat. She came in defensively half an inning ago. And the pitch misses up and away. Halton is 1 for 3 on the season. One ball, no strikes. A hard hit ball towards short. They'll throw to second for one. The relay to first, not in time. Halton had beaten the throw, so it will go as a fielder's choice, 6-4 on the putout at second base. And so 1 out. This is Hannah Halton. I made a mistake. That last batter was Caroline Maitland, who hit the fielder's choice. So Maitland is aboard at first, and Halton is at the plate. Halton is 1 for 3. Maitland now 1 for 3 on the season as that pitch gets the outside corner. So no balls and a strike. 11-2 Banyan's lead. We're in the top of the 5th. And a looper towards short. Whitmire will flip to second. He'll get the out, but there will be no relay throw. Fielder's choice. And a runner out once again, 6-4 at second base. And with 2 outs, a new batter for the Banyans, wearing number 23, is Cheyenne Waddle. So runner at first with 2 outs, and Waddle takes the first pitch for a strike. Waddle nothing out of 3 so far on the season. Flint winds and delivers. That one hits off the plate. That will allow the runner to take second base, and that will be a wild pitch charged to Peyton Flint. A ball and a strike. And a strike called right down the middle. The wild pitch allowed Halton to take second base. And now Waddle a chance to drive in a run. The 1-1. Good swing, and she got a piece of it and fouled it back. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Flint trying to keep that runner at second base. And the pitch. High pop foul. That one's going to hit the top of the net. And the count remains 1-2. A leadoff single, but then 2 ground balls to short. Fielder's choice, 6-4 both times. And then a wild pitch, and now the 1-2. Misses upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So after the leadoff single, Flint, a nice job getting a couple of ground balls right at the shortstop, Madison Whitmire. Here comes a 2-2. High fly ball, shallow right field. Duhigg came in too far, overran it. It's on the ground. A run will score. And here's a runner on her way to third. And that will be an RBI triple for Waddle. Kylie Duhigg appeared to misjudge the ball. And that allows a run to score. Ashlyn Sentner, center fielder who made that terrific diving catch, robbing Ashley Shaw of extra bases and an RBI, possibly 2. Takes the first pitch, fastball for a strike. 12-2 the score. And a 1-strike pitch. Ground ball into center field, a base hit. Waddle will score, and that's run number 13 for the Banyans. And a new batter for the Banyans. Abby Dean will bat for Kelsey Harper. And Flint ready with her first pitch to Dean, and a strike called in the outside corner. Dean 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs. Has a runner at first and 2 outs. And a pitch. And another ground ball. This one into left field, a base hit. So Dean now batting .500 on the season. Evelyn DePiro will get her first at-bat. She came in defensively earlier. DePiro is 1 for 2 on the season. That one hit a double. And she will have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Eagles, barring any changes, will have Galinda Diaz, Young, and Dunn due up in the bottom of the 5th. Flint delivers and misses inside. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. And a strike called right on the black. So the count's evened up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And a pitch. Fastball up and away. That's ball 2. Well, baseball got a win 10-6 over NAIA Cornerstone University. Coming down from Michigan. They're playing in Orlando. Baseball will play Dort and Northwestern, both NAIA teams from Iowa, tomorrow, beginning around 2:30. Ball 3 is up high. 3 balls and a strike. Flint ready with the 3-1. Strike called right on the inside corner, and the count is full, so both runners will be off on the pitch. 2 outs. A couple of runs have scored. 13-2 Banyan's lead. And ball 4 is upstairs to load the bases. Ariana Thomason at the plate. First pitch from Flint, low and outside. Thomason hit by a pitch her first time up. Line drive hard, but foul to the right side. Thomason came in at .417, 5 out of 12 with 2 RBIs. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The bases are loaded. And the 1-1. Strike called on the inner half. So the count's 1-2. And a pitch on the way. There's a soft line drive towards third, and Callie Dunn makes the catch to retire the side. The Banyans get 2 runs and leave 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. New College of Florida leads 13-2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Eagles need to rally to keep this one going. It is 13-2. And we will have a pinch hitter for TCJ, number 6, Elizabeth Hilton, in the batter's box. Hilton looking for her first hit of the season. Nothing out of 4. She has stolen a couple of bases. And so the Eagles, trailing by 11, need to score at least 4 to keep this one going. Sydney Rich, when she entered, it was a save situation, so she could earn the save. She just has to finish the inning without the Eagles getting enough to keep this one going and sending it to the 6th inning. Hilton takes the first 2 pitches for strikes. Back behind the plate, Madison Garcia re-enters. She's doing the catching. Well, Waddle did her job. She got an RBI triple and then scored a run. So 1-2 as that one misses outside. The The 1-2, check swing, and a miss. When Rich came in, it was 5-2, and the Eagles had the tying run at the plate. So Rich just 2 outs away from getting a save. It would be her first of the season. Another batter for the Eagles. This is Nicole Yee. She is batting for Piper Young. Yee takes the first pitch for a strike. Nicole Yee's hitting .313, a homer, and 9 RBIs. No balls and a strike. And a pitch. Misses upstairs. That's ball 2. Check that, ball 1. Well, scoreboard says 1-1, but it's 2-0. There's a ground ball. Chopper towards short. Nice play to throw to first off the mark, but they apply the tag. That is Caroline Maitland, who came off the base, but got the tag on Yee, and the Eagles are down to their final out. And now batting for TCJ will be Reagan Beckham, who is 2 for 6 on the season with a pair of RBIs. And the first pitch from Rich is down low. That's ball 1. Eagles play again next Wednesday on the road down in Viera. They will play Bloomfield and then Lourdes. Most likely no streaming of those games in Viera. But if you have the game changer, you should be able to follow along. 2 balls, no strikes, and a strike called right down the middle. Count is 2-1. And Rich delivers. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Eagles down to their final strike. And Rich trying to finish it off. And that's the ball game. Strike 3 called. Final score. New College of Florida 13, Trinity College of Jacksonville 2. The Banyans win game 1, 15-0. So they come in and sweep the doubleheader over TCJ. Next up for the Banyans, they will play Montreat College at home on the 11th. That's this coming Wednesday, a doubleheader, and then a 3-game series in the Sun Conference against Southeastern University. The winning pitcher, Isabella Yazzetti. And Yazzetti is now 6 wins, no losses on the season. The Banyans, as a team, 16-2, 3-0 in Sun Conference play. The Eagles, they fall to 2-14 and 0-2 in the South region. And again, the winning pitcher, Isabella Yazzetti. 6 wins, 5 losses. 6 wins, no losses. And Autumn Edie takes the loss for the Eagles. And Edie, I have a little trouble. And Edie, 1 win and 4 losses on the season. And the save does go to Rich, and that is her first. Well, that's going to do it for us here at TCJ. We thank you for joining us here on the Eagles Sports Network. For Coach Rob Blackmer, Luke Mashara, our statisticians, Shaq Kakura on the camera, and our athletic director, John D. Jones. I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity College of Jacksonville.